Hey Gemini, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for June 25th, 2024. This is for Gemini, last shuffle for Gemini. Gemini, what we have is courage and we have planning and action. So we're asking, Spirit is asking of you that there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be brave. Just know that if they're coming towards you kind of like they're a lot high energy, taking action, wanting to get things done, wanting to do something, wanting to really truly make plans. They're being brave about that. They're being brave, and it looks like they're coming in with this very caring energy. And Spirit's asking you to do the same. Okay, how do focus on optimism? All of your energy needs to be kind of upbeat. I know how this sounds because the thing is that is what is around you. If you're wanting to match energy in some way, where things kind of go smoothly, yeah, you got to be there's a reconciliation here as well. So courage is the Chariot, Empress, Three of Swords, and the Magician. Tells me so much about how people are trying to approach you and how you're approaching others, or how they're receiving your energy. They're there's a lot of, I see a little bit of hurt here that may be driving others, or driving you even to come towards something. It looks almost too like, if you want something, you go for it in the space of optimism, in the face of, a letdown. I'm seeing there's someone whose sorrow is really leading them towards wanting to, the weight of it is leading them to want to reconcile. You've got, if people aren't coming towards you, today is the best day to go towards someone that you want to reconcile with, and coming towards them with a turning a frown upside down energy. Like, it's messed up, but you know what, it's a new day, brighter days ahead. Or with planning and action, Three of Cups in the Sun, it's saying to some degree it's time to move past like a tumultuous situation. It's time to move past it, or some sadness. Some of you may have separated from someone, and it's like, you know what, it's okay, we could still be friends. For some of you, what was done is done, and it's time to move forward into the future of happiness. There's sorrow, but it's like, it's not that you lost anything, right? It's that sometimes some things were meant to end, or sometimes some things were meant to reach a certain point where now we need to expand, right? It's like growth. And so they're showing me like an egg, like a chicken, or whatever hatches out of an egg, anything, right? And how it grows, and it gets to a certain point where they have to leave the egg, and that may be very sad, and it might even be very painful. We don't know, because we're not hatching out of eggs. It might be extremely painful, to be honest, if you get so cramped up in something. We don't know. And none of us even remember being, there's people that do actually remember being born. It's such a small percentage. And they describe the pain. There's a level of pain, or some sort of level of physical trauma. But however it goes, right? They were showing me that because they're saying that it may hurt for something to end, but it's not a loss. It's an expansion. It's a growth, right? So everything that you're approaching, it's like, you know what? I'm doing this because I know that there's some great thing ahead. There's life continues to move. Continues. You're still stepping forward, taking steps to get control of your life. Look at the Emperor and King of Wands, taking steps to like respect yourself too, because it's not necessarily that you don't respect yourself, but that there's nothing wrong with you. Like, you didn't lose anything. You're not losing anything. If anything, you're gaining. If you're not gaining in wisdom and knowledge, then there's blessings that you're going to gain from these new skills. There's so much here. So there's a taking steps energy here. Your intention should be to realize that what's best for you is truly what's best for everyone else around you. And I know I bring up John Nash so much, but I kid you not, every time that this kind of combination comes up, it's like they throw that up to me of how um, his theory, it was like a probability theory where he was saying that in order for anything to balance out, we all must do what's inherently best for us, and not to allow the media or allow societal norms, right, and traditions to interfere with what you like or what you enjoy. All of us are unique, right? Everyone doesn't like what's trending, right? Everyone doesn't like it. There's some trends. I mean, I'm sure that you look at something and say, I prefer this in this color, and no, you know what I mean? It's like, that's because you're partial to some certain things. And there's a vibe of just respecting that about yourself and realizing that what's best for you may not be best for the next person. But like, if they were in your, like if they were in your position, they wouldn't want what you're wanting. But you taking that takes it off their hands. I don't know how else to say it. Like, everything must be used. Like, if M&M, someone's like, I only eat green M&Ms. Okay, there's more for me. That's fine. I don't care. You know what I mean? The spirits like, that's what's best for you though, because you already, like, if it's say Starburst, you're like, I really don't like the orange ones. That person loves the orange ones. Well, that's a problem solved. We all don't need and like the same things. Respect that about yourself, right? Because imagine those two people in a relationship. It's like, yes, let's get a set of Starburst. You can have all the orange ones. I love you. Because I don't like them. It's beautiful. It's funny, but beautiful. It's not funny, but y'all know how I am. Family, friends, and guides. Knight of Swords, Four of Swords. So there's a lot of people that are not living in their truth, and they're showing something here with the family, friends, and guides of the spiritual aspect of what the behind the actions, behind that energy is people really wanting to feel at home and at peace in their space and not really feeling that way. And so, not like we said, everyone, you must like, it's wasteful not to eat those ones. So sometimes you will just take one for the team and be like, well, I eat them since they're here. Why are they showing me Starburst? Oh my gosh. But I see people in this energy. This would say that there are things that we are doing all around in your space, right, that say one thing, but they're not really living that. They don't practice what they preach. And they're warning you in some way, or pointing at you going, you don't practice what you preach either, because you don't respect yourself to some degree. Not respect yourself like, oh, you're out here just doing things that are nefarious. And maybe you are. Not nefarious. I mean, I'm using that word, but we're doing things that aren't socially acceptable. I mean, some of us are doing things like that. It's not to down anyone, but they're bringing up that you got to live your truth is basically what this is saying. You've got to live your truth because others are attempting to do so. But I see you being fully in your truth, and being an example to others, and others being empowered by your drive, right, to do what is best for you unapologetically, right? They're like, oh, I don't like that one. And it's like, I love it though, and it's all, it's all around me. And just the courage it takes to be that type of a person. It's like someone else is like, well, you know what, I might as well just live my truth, right? And I like this, and I should just enjoy it without any guilt. Or but this isn't saying something that is going to like harm another person. This is something that sets your soul on fire. This could be pursuing a certain profession, or focusing on that, taking steps to pursue the life that you desire. And doing that, you may feel like you're going to lose things or lose people, but Spirit's saying they weren't there, that wasn't for you, or they weren't for you, so it's not a loss, or that isn't for you, or whatever, right? It's not a loss. It's an expansion. So you could be dealing with a Cancer, a Taurus, a Libra, Aries, very strongly, Leo. We also have Sagittarius, another Gemini, or an Aquarius. So you could be a Taurus Gemini cusp. We have Gemini. You could be a Gemini Cancer cusp as well. We have a Aries Taurus cusp, Cancer Leo cusp, Cancer Leo cusp. Yeah. Yep. So if you're not dealing with those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.